Looking to improve your offense? Look no further than MaddenTurf.com. My full Raiders offensive guide is now available with every setup that I run from 4 of the most dominant offensive formations in the game with in-depth video breakdowns for every play. Link will be down in the description. Make sure to use code ELITE for 10% off. YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not your man Average. We're Man Elite back with another video today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We are back with the mini scheme series. If you guys are brand new to this series, I'm taking every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks, trying to find the most unique mini scheme in that playbook, taking it into my head-to-head and trying to win a game with it. Today, guys, we have the Cleveland Browns offensive playbook. We are going to be going into the Singleback trio, and I think this is actually our first Singleback formation of the series. I could be wrong. I don't remember there being another Singleback formation that we went over, so pretty sure this is the first Singleback formation. I'm gonna have to go back and check. I didn't check. Let's go ahead and go into this. This is a pretty similar formation to the last one that we did, and kind of similar to Tripp's tight end in a sense that you have all 3 receivers on the left side of the field. You have a tight end on the opposite side of the field. This time we're gonna be in the Singleback. Running back's gonna be right behind the quarterback. For the audibles, we're gonna be using drive wheel as audible number 1, halfback stretch as audible number 2, verticals as audible number 3, and PA boot as audible number 4. Now, real quick, before we get into the mini scheme, one thing I want to talk about real quick is abilities. I haven't really talked about abilities before I go into any of these mini schemes, which I probably should have. So let's go ahead and go over the abilities that I would recommend for this. It kind of depends on what your AP is. Some players get, post up for 0 AP. If you got those kind of players, you're going to be able to spend AP elsewhere. But I think the key things that you want to have is abilities on your tight end. That's number 1. I think the tight end is the most important in this. After the tight end, you want to make sure you have a backfield master or the catching ability for the running back. On the tight end, I would recommend something like Route Tech, Slotomatic. I think Antonio Gates gets Slotomatic for like 1 AP or something like that. So either one of those 2 would be really good. Maybe having some kind of deep in on him as well. On top of that, I would recommend on this middle receiver, where is it? Right here, you guys can see number 13, which is Mike Evans right there. The one that's on the line of scrimmage. You might want to have Route Tech and deep out on him. He's going to be on a lot of crossers, things like that. And having Route Tech on the far outside receiver on the left side. We're not going to be flipping this formation, so those 2 players are not going to be moving from where they are. And of course, on the quarterback, we are going to be using Hot Route Master. Hot Route Master is going to be a must. Pass lead elite or gunslinger, either one of the 2. Gunslinger preferably if you can get it for discounted AP, or if you can fit the AP. And then, on top of that, you could just add in fearless, roaming, deadeye, whatever other abilities you can possibly fit. And of course, if you do get discounted AP, or if you have AP left over, definitely have some post-ups. All right, let's get into this mini scheme. First player we're going to be going over is drive wheel. Now, this formation does have some pretty decent runs. We do have a stretch, we have a dive, and we have a halfback zone, all of which you have to shoot and set up a little bit differently. So I would say this is a little bit more of a balanced formation than compared to the formations that we've covered in the previous mini schemes. We definitely want to be able to control the clock and control the game with a formation like this. So here's the stock play. We don't really want to call this play stock. The tight end post is cool. But other than that, the routes on the left kind of get meshed up. So what we're going to do here is, for our main setup, is we're going to put square on an out route. We're going to put triangle on this slant. You can keep the tight end on that post. I kind of prefer to put him on this post right here. And then the running back, you can just put like on a swing route or an out route, going to the right side of the field. And we'll go ahead and hike it just like this. This is going to be our 5 route combo. The reason we have the slant over here on the left by triangle, and not something like a clear out streak, is you guys will see right here. I think we're going against cover 3. I think it will get open. No, it won't. So I was testing it earlier. If you put a streak right there, that wheel route by circle will not get open. And that's one of the reads that we want to be able to make immediately. And since it starts running up field, we're kind of going to use it as a clear out streak or the tight end. If you don't end up throwing it, if your read is too late, it'll clear out the deep third, and the tight end, you should be able to pass lead up toward the sideline. So we'll go ahead and call that again. We'll go ahead and run it, and you see circle starts running upfield.
and it starts clearing that third. Obviously, you wouldn't make this throw right here. The guy started backing up. What I'm going to show you guys right here is how open circle gets. Go ahead and set it up again, and go ahead and hike it. The slant pulls that zone right there, and you're able to low ball this past the inside for an easy gain. You can throw this against a hook or a vert. Right now, we're going against a hook. It is cover 3, so that is a hook curl right there. And I will call it against cover 2 right now, where it will be a vert hook. You can see right there, you're able to low ball it every time. So now let's pause it real quick. Let's call timeout, and let's go ahead and come out and cover 2 for the defense. We're gonna have the exact same setup on offense. We'll run Tampa 2 right here, and we'll set up the exact same play. So there's the play. We'll go ahead and call it, and you can see the slant kind of pulls that vert hook inside just enough for you to be able to lowball that. It is a little bit of a riskier lowball against a vert hook. I will say that vert hooks sometimes might be able to pick this off, depending on if they have it at 5 or something like that. But for the most part, you could see right there, it kind of played it. Right there, it kind of played it and went to the left a little bit. We'll go ahead and call it again, and then see if it kind of does. Right there, you see, it kind of went inside a little bit more that time. Again, that's just a stock vert hook. Sometimes it kind of just goes to the route it wants to be honest. Right there, it kind of started guarding the slant. You're able to lowball the wheel route right there. So you kind of just want to make your read off of that. Of course, wherever the user is, always want to stay away from the user. Right there, went inside again. So this is a really solid play setup. And of course, if their users all over on the left side of the field, that stuff is bagged. You still have the high-low read on the right side. We still got the running back going out the backfield. All right, guys, the other setup we have is also going to be a 5-route combo. We're going to leave the tight end post this time. This time we're going to streak triangle. We're going to slant circle. We're going to smoke screen square, and we're going to put R1 on an out route. Again, you got the high-low read on the right side of the field with circle and R1. And we're going to be able to read that tight end in the middle of the field. And of course, if you do have time, this is going to be able to get over every zone drop in the game. We'll go ahead and hike it, and hopefully we don't get crazy shedded right here. You are able to see this over here is able to get wide open, and you are, oh my god, that was crazy. But anyways, you are going to be able to throw that post over every zone drop in the game. So if your opponent's sending 2, sending 3, you know, you're able to fit in some post ups, have some time in the pocket. You are going to be able to throw that tight end over all of those 30-yard flats, whatever they got on the field. Now, the third and final way that we're going to want to set this up is sort of going to be like a bomb. We can block the tight end here if we want to. If you're going to block anybody, I would suggest blocking the tight end, not the running back. We kind of always want to have the running back on a route. So we'll block the tight end. What we're going to do here is this. It doesn't really matter what play we come out in. I like to set it up out of this play just because it's our money play, our main setup. But what we're going to do is we're going to put square on this post. We're going to put triangle on this flat. We're going to put circle on this slant. And we're going to put R1 on this wheel route. And really all we're trying to do here is pull their user down or make them guard that R1 route. Of course, you have the slant that you can be able to throw on the right side. And if your opponent, if you know your opponent is not screaming at you, you can go ahead and put the tight end on a flat route, so you do get a high-low read on that right side. But we'll go ahead and block them for now, and we'll go ahead and call the play. And you are able to see that you're able to throw square right here, pass lead to the right, and we actually got it. You're able to bomb cover 3 pretty much every single time. This is also going to bomb cover 4, and it is also going to bomb cover 2. Now this is going to be the final setup right here. I thought the last play was the final setup, but I forgot about this setup right here. This is going to be also one of our money setups. So what we're going to do is we're going to put circle on an in route. We're going to put triangle on either a crosser or a post, just like this. We're going to put square on this out route, and we are going to put X on a streak, and then we're going to wheel route the running back. This is going to be really good even against people that do send pressure, because you're able to throw the running back immediately. Triangle, whether you put them on a post or a crosser, is really just going to depend on their zone drops. If they have zone drops, if they have 30-yard zone drops, you obviously want to put a crosser. This crosser is going to be able to get over those zone drops, especially if you have the ball on the left hash and the receivers are on the short side of the field. That crosser is going to be able to get over those 30-yard flats. But we'll go ahead and hike this, and of course you guys know how good, and I say this a lot in pretty much every mini scheme, you guys know how good those running back routes, at least the running back wheel routes, are out of the backfield. They are super good, and should be on the field like pretty much every time you pass the ball, honestly, because you can't even man them up, and they're just literally just like one of the best routes in the game. So we'll go ahead and hike it, and of course if they user it, you know, whatever, you got this to low ball down here, and of course if you have time, you can be able to throw that crosser on the sideline with that tight end pulling any zone, any deep zone that's over there on the right side. So guys, that is it for that play. Next play we're gonna go over that is in our audibles is verticals. Verticals, not really a play we're gonna call against cover 3 or cover 4. We're mainly gonna be calling this when you know your opponent is running cover 2. We'll go ahead and call this right here. So what we're gonna be doing against cover 2, again, this is not a play we're gonna be calling a lot. We're just gonna put the running back on this out route going towards the 3 receiver side. We'll go ahead and hike it, and hopefully we don't get absolutely screamed at right here. We probably will, but you are able to pass lead this seam streak in the middle of the field. That's just never going to be guarded. Trust me, if it's a better DB right there, it's just not going to be guarded. Just pass lead inside. And of course, you are able to throw the fade on the left side if you do have time. And if it starts running up a terrible pocket right there, if it starts running past, I should say, the cloud, we'll go ahead and try that one more time. Just putting the running back on this out route. Let's see if we can step up in the pocket right here and actually have some pocket. You are able to see right there, Tom Brady has the worst release in the game, but you are able to throw that square out right when it's gonna pass that cloud flat. And of course, the crosser over here by circle, you can keep him on that route, or you can put him on this hot route master crosser. Kind of like the hot route master crosser a little bit better, just because it runs a little more toward the sideline. The other one, if you keep the stock crosser, it runs a little too much at the safety, so you're not really able to throw it. Go ahead and hike it, and you can see right here, you can pass lead it to the right, but it's a little bit of a closer throw and a tighter window right there. But if you do, we'll go and do it again. We'll put him on this crosser. If we put him on this crosser right here, and we'll step up into the pocket, you can see you can pass lead it to the right, and a little bit of an easier throw. So there's that play. Now we are going to go over the PA boot. This is going to be the 4th play in our audibles. Nothing really different from what we've been running here, honestly. The only reason I like to keep a play action play, if you guys don't already know, play action blocking is much better against certain blitzes in the game. So you always want to have a play action play. So a lot of the setups are going to be pretty similar. We're going to be able to run the bomb that we were running earlier, just like this. Really not going to go over new setups here because we don't really have any new setups. The only thing I will point out is the post by square is a little bit of a deeper post than the hot route master post, so it's not going to run like if you were running the bomb that we went over earlier by putting him on a post. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like real quick. I'll go ahead and put him on a post, and you can see it's a shorter post. If you pay attention, the yellow line or his route is under or at the 4 right there where the 40-yard line is. But if I go ahead and reset the play, actually we'll call PA boot right here, you can see this post goes over the 4, so it's pretty significant on how much deeper that route runs. And I'll go ahead and call that route. We'll go ahead and call that just so we can see how that runs. We'll run a streak right there, and this is against cover 2 right here. I don't know what the heck that safety was doing over there. Again, that post takes a little too long, especially from that far out. So I would suggest just putting him on a post anyways, just so it's a shorter post, quicker to get in the middle of the field. And we'll go ahead and set this up. We're able to do stuff like this. This kind of seems like trips tight end. Literally kind of just looks like trips tight end right here. This is a trips tight end route combo. The only difference is we have that threat of being able to run stretch, dive, being able to run under center. Again, these route combos with the play action are going to be exactly the same as everything else we're trying to do. Honestly, what this offense is really based around is hot route master. I mean, I'm not going to go over route combos with some of the other plays. We have slot chase that has like a, you can't see it because of my face cam. I'll try to move the face cam. There we go. But you can see slot chase has a little bit of a unique route right there. But I tried testing it against a few things, and I just really don't think that route is good, honestly. Especially not if you're playing a good player. I don't think that route is useful at all. We have PA boot LT over here on the right. You guys can see it right there. Again, not really any unique routes that I see are really needed in that play, so we're not really going to be calling that play at all. We're just going to stick with our bread and butter with drive wheel, PA boot, and the occasional 4 verticals. And of course, like I said earlier, this formation is going to be balanced, and I don't want to say run heavy, but we are going to be running the ball more than usual. We have the stretch, the halfback zone weak, and we do have the halfback dive. So 3 runs your opponent's going to have to set up differently, shoot the run differently. Really you're just trying to catch your opponent off guard with all 3 of those runs. So yeah guys, that's the end of this mini scheme. Hopefully you guys do enjoy these mini schemes. If you guys do enjoy these mini schemes, make sure to drop a like on the video. Helps out the channel a ton. And of course, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.